out for more people to play.
All right, so we're going to get into winter semis. Thank you for letting me know about how like this is getting bigger every time. But what's really big is that fact that we got Omar Sonix playing Shadow PR in Lima. That is a big, big set.
Yeah, a set people probably here never expected they would get to see this year.
No, I think one of the interesting things is just like, you know, you think about like Texas players coming over to Puerto Rico, and then suddenly you actually get to see Sonix versus your Texas players. Lima, I don't often see him play against Sonix. And Omar, I think he's one of my favorites from DR, also getting a chance to play these players.
Yeah, at the very least, I can say these characters, except Paulo's like everywhere, not really well commonly seen here. We have one Sonic, but Snake and Bayonetta, apart from when we get Shadow PR here, real matchup check. A lot of people are really worried. Ooh, what an edge guard.
Ooh, Sonix just made that look like it was nothing. It felt like it was like, you know, this is just part of the regular scheduled program. Time to go to the ad
get
break.
it over with.
You know, and the thing is that I definitely see how before that KO, red team was doing relatively well, not taking too much damage. And look at the percentage right now on blue team. They're ready to go, but they haven't been able to get a kill setup.
Yeah, the thing is, like I can tell about these characters like Bayonetta and Palu, if one character's like out of commission, say off stage, Snake's recovering, their advantage state or just combo game will take a character and just keep hitting them and hitting them, really setting those 2v1s up, which is really important in doubles.
I think also the situation that the fact that these characters, for example, like Bayonetta, you kind of can't interrupt as much unless you're willing to risk it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that gives them space to really like, I can wait out until they come back.
Sure,
you know?
that confirmed seems like a really comfy thing to have, though. That down throw forward smash.
I think the thing is that being aware of like the down throw smashes, like combo smash into, is one of the things that they realize how much time they have to actually let it go.
Yeah.
And look at that. Shadow PR was ready for it.
Yeah, I remember Shadow PR, he's maining Paulo now, or he's still like a Bayonetta player? He's just using for doubles?
So I think the situation is that they both play Bayo, and Shadow has always had a Palu, but for the double situation, I don't think they thought that double Bayo was the move. So he just defaulted to Palutena.
I think I remember, like, he picked up Palu for, like, Kazuya?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He also kind of picked it for, like, annoying characters like Pac-Man. I remember when the Bayonetta wasn't doing too hot against Iki in one first attack, and he brought out the Palu.
Yeah, he also brought out the Sora last year.
Yeah, so...
The Sora had just come out.
Yeah, Sora had just come out. So Shadow's not afraid to try out new characters, but you can definitely see that he's comfortable, and he's been able to really support Lima in this situation, even though like Sonix and Omar have been really clean and crisp and precise on getting these KO setups.
Running away with this. Trying to take that stock on Snake, gets it. Everyone's one stock apiece.
Ooh.
They try to get an edge guard on Sonic, but Sonic's recovery is pretty good.
The thing is that there he was very clean, was very consistent on that he was trying to recover low, forced him to recover high, but Shadow wasn't ready to kind of convert on that. And, you know, Sonix came back with the damage, but not the KO itself. Now, this is a tough situation.
They both got stage control right here.
Yeah. This is the worst. This is the worst. I'm actually panicking right now.
You know, one thing, a lot of people here, they actually take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they had control there. It felt like they had control, but no. It just confirms the way that they can like access the kills. So important.
I think the fact of the matter is in dubs, that agency of chaos. There's always an element where tides turns and a snap decision, and if you. A moment's hesitation. I was saying this earlier with Chopper. A moment hesitation, if you think about an option too much, you're too late for it.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt like right there at that last stock, I think when Lima tried to hit Sonic, he was just like, you know, it's just like a couple of seconds, like half a second late on the decision. And that let Sonic just to do a falling back and hit him with it. And then usually when you lose your stock, I feel sometimes when I play dubs and I'm left alone, I have to kind of like, there's a moment of realization I cannot get hit. You know, like always all the time you're playing, but there's that moment of realization, if I get hit, it's over. And I felt, that moment, I saw him kind of like...
That 2v1 situation where you're like at 130. And it's like even if I don't hit them, if they take this stock, like the chances are...
Yeah, and I felt like he froze, and then he got hit by the forward tilt by Snake.
Yeah, Snake's been a character. I think at the beginning of the game, people thought like maybe he wasn't that good in doubles. Maybe the speed that ultimates get garnered in comparison to Brawl and Smash 4. He might be difficult to play and set up things, but really, I think he's really good. I think the way you can control space with Grenade, it's way more difficult than most characters in doubles, but
his role, like I agree, because his role changes not so much as a brawler, but as a utility type. His grenades then changes the dynamic because you cannot do your regular team combos. The grenade's there. If he puts a C forward, you kind of have to be careful that you don't forget, because if not, he'll let it go like that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So Snake adds an element of caution, because if you're being careless, you're going to get hit by explosives, they're going to get combos, and then you're going to get interrupted. There's a lot of things that works for Snake as long as he has, I consider that he must have a fast character to support his utility.
Yeah, for sure, to compensate for like how much, like a really important thing in doubles is your recovery time. Like if you go off stage and you have to take like 2 seconds to get to the ledge, that's a really big deal because that entire time that character has to go for the 2v1 and survive. But Sonic is so fast that he could just potentially run away during that time, wait for them to go back on stage, help them get out of the corner, and then go back into neutral.
Yeah, of course. And as we were mentioning about that recovery, Snake does take some time to up B. And earlier, Lima and Shadow were trying to shark, trying to get the ceiling KO on Sonix, but ended up doing a team kill. So this is a situation where, you know, even if the recovery is bad, Sonic and Sonix are being very aware that that situation he has to be more defensive and use more dodging and maneuvers to stay alive
right
longer.
There. He was being kept up in the air, and Sonix was trying his best to just help him get back.
What a call out! That is without a doubt a call out within a call out, because he was expecting any recovery. He has to side B or up B. Lima chose up B, and how charged that was, a KO was more than sufficient at an 80% deficit.
Now we're seeing that a lot in this, at least in this game. I'm seeing a lot of Omar just being in the center of the top of the screen. But here, Sonic going for another edge guard here, keeping Lima off stage, and that's another stock.
I think without a doubt, like, because you have to consider Sonix is the aggressor. He's at the forefront. He is literally the raid leader of this team attack. And within that pressure, if your resources are being wasted, you will literally have to consider, maybe I'm not going to make it. And Lima had only an air dodge left and just lost the stock. And Omar was keeping Shadow at bay, so there was nothing Lima could like wait for to get a rescue. Shadow was just too far.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting there. Lima was stuck in the corner with Omar and Sonix putting pressure there, and Shadow decided to just go to the other corner and throw projectiles. I think, if anything, put at least a little bit pressure on stage, mid-stage, so that they can't just aggress on Lima and take their stock. At 85, especially 106, Bayonetta's so light that this is just kill percent. Any up tilt, down throw F smash combo will just take the stock. Ooh, what a sneaky kill with that open.
Kill. The fact of the matter is that Shadow PR kind of got afraid, and
yeah,
but it's understandable.
Yeah, I would be too. I would be.
Look at this percent. One forwarder from practically the center of the stage, and he lost the stock. Now this is just a matter of seconds before Lima loses the stock.
Yeah, this seems really difficult. Maybe, I don't know much about Bayonetta, but maybe with Rage he might do something on Snake, but I doubt that you're going to have the space to do something like that. Usually, like, you can't really go for big combos in doubles because the teammate's there to break it up.
Like, also understandably, like I've said before, that multi-hit is a great aspect of doubles. But there we go, have Omar just finishing it off.
Yeah, for especially for like combo games.
Yeah.
You could just pre-throw a move when you see the startup of the other move and just...
But the thing is that, right, Witch Twist is a multi-hit move, and then Lima's stuck in that animation.
Yeah.
And then you saw Sonix, every time that he was stuck in that animation, he hit him with his, like, he would even do a falling upper, so you could do, like, either falling nair into back air or
extend the combo? Okay, yeah.
And he would just essentially just remove, like, this was probably your best starter, but he punished you for your starter. You know, but like the thing is, like, if you want to play a hit and run situation, like the only thing you can do is use your fastest like one-hit move.
Yeah, that's why like really
air.
fast grabs,
Yeah.
really fast throws, really good in doubles. Throws that just have like a lot of hits, so you can't just like Bowser up throw.
Exactly. But Bayonetta in that situation, like Omar and Sonix, they just wait. They'll wait for you to finish your throw, and then they'll punish you. These guys are Dubs veterans, so they actually, I know for a fact that in the Caribbean, there is a lot of love for Dubs. So I can see how these guys have positioned themselves, how they support each other, and they just, they're very aware of each other's key goals.
Yeah, Omar almost got cornered there, and he immediately trying to go back for center stage. That's something I want to see more from like Shadow, instead of like these players finding themselves in the corner. I know like Sonic speed and these grenades make it so difficult to feel like you can't move, like you can't breathe. But you have to like drive.
Yeah, sometimes you
gotta
have
bad position.
You gotta make it scrappy.
Yeah,
you gotta make it scrappy, because sometimes in Dubs, if you're trying to make this clean and polished, it's gonna be pretty a brutal reality check for you if you're just waiting. Maybe the thing is that he's expecting the Explosive Fame to be a positional mainstay, but he loses because of the commitment. He can't move after that. It stays there, and everybody just dodges on the sides, and then Lima loses a stock because he wasn't able to move out of that Explosive Flame.
Well, they're going to take the stock on Omar, even though he's at 165 and that Witch Time hit.
And it's tough, because I can see Sonix, like, anytime he sees any irregular positional disadvantage, he revs up the spin dash and then takes back this position again.
Omar's taking 2 stocks being at this percent, and they're still struggling to take this other one.
In fact, that C4 explosion was because the time blew up.
3 stocks. He's taking 3 stocks. It's just so difficult to kill Snake in this situation with these characters.
Right now, you can see that Shadow's PR is trying to get some quick kills by the edge guard and doing a down air spike, but at this percent, I don't think Palutena does a quick KO off the spike. That's more of the stronger down airs. But you can see the attempt. You can see the attempt.
They take the stock here. Yeah, but the stock lead here, a whole stock, some percent.
They're stuck at the ledge, man. They're stuck at the ledge. There, Lima did a great witch twist to push Shadow PR back into the ledge.
Look, they're maintaining this. They've been there for like a solid 10 seconds now.
I mean, look how far back Sonix is. And they're a 2-for-1. 2-for-1. That's it.
Amazing control.
Like, this is if you can take this and dissect it, you can clearly see that these two know how far back you have to be to help your partner, how to capitalize, and what if they get hit, how much time you have to then rescue them from any bad situations.
It's one of those situations where some would say like this is definitely possible, because theoretically it is, like on paper, but like in practice, this is.
Shadow has to play out of his mind.
He's out of his mind.
Out of his mind. But then you have to consider these guys also playing. They're playing a little bit out of their mind too.
Yeah,
this is some good games that they're playing.
I feel like definitely the contenders to take it today.
DR looking pretty strong here. This is probably how the top 8 is going to continue, because we're going to see some good smash dubs.
Let's see what he finds. Teleports on stage. Doesn't get the cancel. Gets punished. Something cheeky there with that C4. I wonder what he was thinking. He was going for a less trump C4?
Yeah, that's it. He's just trying to do whatever tricks.
But is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like, put the C4 down, less trump, and then when they get trumped, you go for the explosion?
I mean,
you'll both get hit.
I mean, if he goes for the ledge again, he has no invincibility, and it's an free C4.
Yeah. That's
basically it. It's just conversion. But surprising. You know what I was surprised about? I didn't know that this was going to be a best of 3. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder. I know. I was wondering if we can get some confirmation later, but that was a 3-0. Pretty good from Sonix and Omar. It looked tough, because
it really did look tough.
Because if I'm Shadow, if I'm Shadow and Lima, I don't know if we could glance over the camera. They're over there discussing what could we do? Like man, it's tough, because Sonic will come in if I'm doing a